Kamaru Usman is set to take on Englishman Leon Edwards in a rerun of their December 2015 fight next month, and once he has defended his crown, he has his sights set on moving up. But fans might be a little surprised on the division he is targeting. Today, we are discussing Usman having his sights set on challenging at light heavyweight after he takes out Leon Edwards at UFC 278. Stay with us. First of all, let's have a quick look at his career to date. Usman came up on the Midwest wrestling circuit after moving to Dallas, Texas at the age of 8, following a life of poverty in Nigeria. Having acquired the nickname Marty due to his high school wrestling coach not being able to pronounce his full name, Kamaru Dean, he racked up a 53-3 high school wrestling record, where he came across other notable UFC stars such as Jon Jones. Unfortunately for Usman, he missed out on the 2012 Olympics due to injury and soon turned his attention to MMA. His first fight came against David Glover back in 2013 and ended with a TKO win for the current welterweight champ. In his very next fight, he tasted the first and only defeat of his professional MMA career, a rear naked choke defeat to Jose Caceres. The loss was the motivation Usman needed to never taste that feeling again, and with 4 straight wins following the disappointment, he earned a spot on the Ultimate Fighter, beating Haider Hassan. With wins against notable fighters such as the aforementioned Edwards, plus Warley Alves, Sean Strickland, Rafael Dos Anjos, and Damian Maia, he soon earned a title shot against Tyron Woodley, dominating the fight and scoring a unanimous decision win. He has since defended 5 times and is currently on a 19-fight win streak, only bettered by current featherweight superstar Alexander Volkanovski. What have you guys made of Usman's career so far? Give us your thoughts below. Next up, we're talking his potential move up. Stay with us. Usman has recently spoken of his desire to move up not just one division, but 2, to face whoever the champion is when he gets past Edwards. Of course, there's no guarantee he gets past Edwards, who is riding a 10-fight unbeaten streak of his own, but the Nigerian Nightmare is clearly confident. Speaking about his potential move up to 205 pounds, Usman believes he has the skill set to get past whoever has the belt at the time, saying, "We're gonna go in there, and we're completely focused on Leon Edwards. But after Leon Edwards, we have our sights set on light heavyweight, whether it's Jan or whether it's Yuri, whoever it is, that's what we want." Usman is many people's pound-for-pound best at the moment and is only really troubled in that particular conversation by Volk. He went on to claim that his motivations include proving why many people think he is the best, saying, "That means pound for pound at any given time, any given moment, any given weight, I can go in there and not only hold my own, I can be victorious. I want to be able to prove that." However, before all that can happen, he needs to get past the ever-dangerous Leon Edwards, who possesses the ability to shut the lights out at any time. The fight promises to be a barn burner, and we cannot wait. Who do you guys think comes out on top? So how would Usman fare at light heavy? Let's see. Well, most people are in agreement that he is probably skipping middleweight so that he doesn't have to face his close friend Israel Adesanya, who is the current middleweight champ. But jumping up to light heavyweight isn't as easy as it looks, even given the current lack of a Jon Jones or a Daniel Cormier. Adesanya moved up to light heavy to challenge then champion Jan Blachowicz in his first title defense, but the poll made light work of Izzy, scoring a unanimous decision win at UFC 259. And given the fact that Usman is naturally smaller than Adesanya, suggests he might not have it all his own way in a division 35 pounds heavier. A better option for Usman would possibly be to stay at welterweight and cement his legacy there, as even moving up to middleweight to challenge up there might be a step too far. If he were to move up to light heavyweight, it could be a year or 2 until we see him again. Jon Jones has taken his sweet time to bulk up enough to move up one division, so Usman might take even longer. What do you guys make of Usman's plans to move up to light heavyweight? Good idea or not? Big John McCarthy has been discussing Usman's chances at light heavyweight now. Stay tuned. Big John has refereed enough mixed martial arts fights to know what he's talking about, and he has recently been discussing Usman's potential move up. Speaking on his Weighing In podcast recently, McCarthy said he doesn't want Usman to move up, suggesting that 205 is too big. He said that although he likes Usman and sees him as a phenomenal fighter, it would just be too much for him. No fighter has ever won titles at both welterweight and light heavyweight, given the weight difference. But should Israel Adesanya be dethroned in the next fight or two, a move to challenge a different middleweight champion could be the smarter option. And McCarthy also spoke of how he admires Usman's confidence, but fears a damage to his reputation if he jumps up 2 divisions. He went on to say, "The guy's got a great gas tank. He's got great wrestling. His stand-up has gotten really good. He's a phenomenal MMA fighter. And at 170, dude, he's the king. Stay the king. Don't go up that far. We're talking about 35 pounds of weight class. 35. Crazy. Don't do it." We wonder if this is just posturing from Usman, who had a run-in with Jan Blachowicz backstage at a recent UFC event, or whether he is seriously considering moving up to 205. What do you guys think? Next up, Usman has had his say on Khamzat. Chimaev has been touted as the next welterweight champion, and many people have suggested he could pose the most problems to current champion Kamaru Usman. Having only faced one top 10 fighter in Gilbert Burns back in April, some have suggested Khamzat's rise doesn't really mean all that much just yet, but others are well and truly on the bandwagon, claiming he could be welterweight king for years to come. However, Usman isn't about to just roll over and give up his title, and has even gone as far as to compare the potential matchup to the huge Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather boxing fight from 2015, which ultimately flattered to deceive. Before comparing the Chimaev fight with the Mayweather versus Pacquiao bout, he said of Khamzat, "Of course, it's great. I mean, when you've beaten guys once, twice over, and now you're looking at potentially fighting them for a third time, yes, it's always great to have someone sneak in there and kinda shake things up a little bit. That gives you that extra name value, namesake, the one that people really think that, yeah, that's the guy. That's the one that's gonna go in there and do it. That means a lot, and that's great. Of course, before he does any of that, he needs to get past Leon Edwards. And some people have even accused him of taking his eye off the ball where that fight is concerned. What do you guys make of a potential Khamzat fight? And finally, some more news from around the welterweight division. Li Jingliang improved his record to 19-7 over the weekend at the UFC on ABC 3 event. In the process, he moved up to second in the UFC welterweight division for most knockouts. In victory, the Leech, as he is known, took to calling out another UFC welterweight stalwart in Neil Magny, whom he faced back in March 2020, losing a unanimous decision. Speaking after Saturday's win, Lee spoke of how during their last fight, he didn't give an honest representation of himself, saying, "I would like to fight Neil Magny, because last time we fought, it wasn't me. I wasn't 100%. If I lost by knockout or submission, and if I'm 100%, I'm fine with it. But it wasn't me. I'm not happy with it." And the Chinese brawler went on to suggest that the fight could even come as early as September, hoping to get on the same card as countryman Song Yadong. He went on to say he has learned a lot since the pair last fought, saying, "I came to the US and I trained in Sanford MMA starting April. The teammates and coaches there helped me a lot, and my strength and conditioning coach at HIP. I think for athletes, we need to work consistently and follow what the coaches say, and we can achieve the success." Who do you guys see winning a rematch between these two? Let us know below. As always, thanks for stopping by today, and remember to join us again next time for some more fun and games. And why not do us a solid by liking and sharing today's video, while also subscribing to our channel so you don't miss out on more great bits and pieces in the future. Bye guys!